Welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. And this, my friends, is the Thunder Show, aka the internet's most passionate wine program. And I hope that happened. You're watching this now on a Wednesday, and I'm very worried about the Jets winning that game. I'm in Paris right now at Les Web, doing a web conference and a wine conference in Paris. But I wanted to tape this episode for you because it's Brown Bag Barolo. Barolo is just an extremely sought-after Nebbiolo-based wine from the Piedmont in Italy. Nebbiolo being the grape varietal. One of my favorite wines of the world. This was a big year. Come on in, Brad. Of the year. I know, oh, you need to talk very serious business stuff. And, all good?
Yeah.
So, then can you give me the information how we're going to go about doing it?
Yes.
We have something very special planned for some of you. All right, let me know.
And something else you're going to be pumped about. So.
That I like. Okay. Well, Brandon bringing good news. Let's get right into the episode. Barolo number 1. Again, Barolo, if you've been watching Wine Library TV for the last 5 years now almost, you'll notice that this was a big year for me with Barolo. I've really just become so passionate about it, and I really do believe that Barolo will become the category that is most sought after amongst collectors after Burgundy and Bordeaux. I think it is the emerging collector market. I think the prices are underpriced, believe it or not, for premium wine, and I'm very fascinated to see where they're going to go. Let's give number 1 a snippy snip. Just smell this, man. Just that classic, rustic. I just love this. It's just got this beautiful, like, sour cherry meets just like a lilac, lilies kind of floral component. Did you like it? Like, kind of smells just classic. Little rusted nail, little kind of cedar thing going on, little cinnamon maybe even on the nose. Really pretty. Let's give it a whirl. Big complex fruit, very tight, huge tannins. This is a monster of a wine, completely balling me over. Big bright fruit, but very young. This is very complex, very serious, and really well made. Has great length, almost like this radish component, red radish component with some plum fruit. Very well made, spicy, little black pepper, delish. Just delish. Wow. Big wine, but young. Young. Barolo number 2. What's going on here? A rinse. Alright. And now, little snippy snip. Big red fruit as well, but a little bit more under control and calm compared to the first wine. Let's give it a very aromatic, very tight. This one is just dramatically more tight and is not exuding as much flavor on the nose. Let's give it a whirl. This is much more old world, classic. This has a deeper kind of astringent mid palate, very tight. The tannins are pretty bitter, not as aggressive. Seems a little older than the first wine. Keep that in mind so we can laugh at me or I can pat myself in the back. But it's more crafted, taste old world, more balanced. This seems like a new world kind of Barolo producer. This is a little bit more classic. I'm feeling it. Well made, good kind of deep, dark, beef jerky meets plum, and just a well-rounded Barolo with a little bit more elegance and just a little more refined. This is like an aggressive young upstart, like a rookie, and this seems like more of a classic player. This is like Nadal versus Federer, up and coming. Well, Nadal's kind of established, but that's not the right analogy. Let's think about it. Let's think about basketball. This is like a Brandon Jennings. This is like a Kobe. That's giving this one too much credit. Let's go. This is like a Ray Allen. Ray Allen, and this is like a Rondo. There we go. Rondo, Ray Allen. It makes me vomit that I just used Boston Celtics to make that analogy. Sorry. Wine number 3. Let's do a little rinse. Wine number 3. Love this setup we have, Matt. All right. Wine number 3. Let's give it a sniffy sniff. man, this might be the best of the bunch. The nose is incredible. Huge ripe cherries. Very, very calculated kind of blackcurrant, red and black fruit, both red and light red and dark fruit coming through. Little like almost kind of like wood chips. You know how they use wood chips on the ground because there's a little soil mulch and wood chip. That's a good one. Mulch, really nice, soily, earthy. Let's give it a whirl. Very cigar tobacco-y. This has just been a battle and a half. I mean, 3 incredibly influential. This one had the most dark fruit on the palate, kind of like a blueberry thing going on. Just really well done. All 3 wines on this Barolo show appease my palate and just shows you where I'm at with Barolo. Let's rank them up. I am going to go like this. 92, 91, 90. 3 90-point wines, not unheard of on this show, but Barolo's really just kind of bringing it. Let's unveil them. In last place, but a very good wine, and I predict it to be $55, double nickels, at 90 points is the Cordero di Montezemolo Barolo from the Montefeltro Vineyard, which is incredible. 2006. 90 points, Steven Tanzer, $40 US. Cordero Montezemolo, really, really classic producer. Great stuff. Been a big fan and showed extremely well. Second place with 91 points, and I predicted to be $40. I wish I did that on the last line, is the 2005. It is a little older than that, so it makes me happy. 2005 Viette Barolo, the Castiglione Vineyard. $40, good. 92 points, Wine Spectator. Loved this. Great wine. Highly recommend it. Classic. Just great. And the winner, which I love because it brought the power of New World and the elegance of Old World, is the Azalea, which is a New World producer. I'm surprised it showed so well. San Rocco, or at least classic. 2005. This wine dominated. 95 points, Wine Spectator. $60. I predicted 50. Great wine. Really enjoyed it. And this is just a really interesting kind of... This is brought in by Mark DeGrazia, who brings in a lot of the kind of new age Barolo producers. Guys, if you're not drinking Barolo, you're making a massive mistake. Once again, this tasting just proves to me that my palate is very much in this zone. These are great wines. They go great with food. They last forever while still drinking great. I mean, all 3 of these wines can be drank in 20 years from today, but all are approachable and delightful now, maybe outside of the Cordero. Just a great show, and I'm loving Barolo. So I'm going to play word association. When I say Barolo, what comes to mind? You. With a little bit of me, we're changing the wine.